This is how healthy beta cells inside a healthy pancreas look. You can see that the cells are smooth and sleek. They look healthy and they aren't discolored. This is how unhealthy beta cells inside a diseased pancreas look. See how the cells are bumpy and irregular in shape? Notice how their color is abnormal. They look squished together. They don't have the nice, smooth look and shape of the healthy beta cells. It's possible your beta cells might look like this. If you've been feeling chronically tired no matter how much sleep you get, if you've done everything your doctor recommends, and testing your blood glucose levels several times a day, then taking your oral diabetes meds, or giving yourself insulin injections, and following your low-carb diet, getting enough exercise, and even if you've got a cabinet full of supplements, and you still don't feel any better, you may be feeling frustrated because nothing seems to be working to help you consistently control your blood sugar. You don't need more bottles of vitamins and minerals. You don't need another expensive blood sugar lowering prescription from your doctor either. Instead, it's time to do something that works. You just need to know the right nutrients your beta cells need to help repair themselves. Because if you know how to properly feed your beta cells, in time they will restore their own insulin sensitivity and become less insulin resistant. Then your beta cells will go back to working naturally to control your blood glucose level the way they should. That means you may be able to get off your diabetes meds and start eating like a normal person and get your life back again. I'll tell you what works to help you avoid serious diabetes complications to protect your health. Now this is important. Did you know that if you're pre-diabetic or if you have diabetes type 1 or 2, your beta cells are under constant attack? They're being attacked by free radicals and deadly toxins in your environment and inside the low-carb foods you eat. What's worse is this chronic beta cell damage may have been building up in your body for years, if not decades. Listen closely to what follows because you have the ability to fix your beta cells. Stay tuned to find out more. In fact, millions of people are suffering from prediabetes symptoms and they don't even know it. The symptoms start with feelings of low energy, a lack of motivation, foggy thinking, difficulty concentrating, numbness and tingling in the hands and feet, and having floaters in the eyes. Symptoms can show up as slow healing wounds, a ringing in the ears, itchy skin rashes, oral pain or tooth loss, even urinary tract or kidney infections, and any type of heart-related problem. Believe me, if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, then your health is at serious risk. My name is Dr. Mark Weiss, and I'm a primary care physician with 25 years of medical experience. I know how disheartening it is when nothing seems to work to regain your health. Why would I say that? Because I had cancer in 1999 and I beat it. Now, I'm not here to tell you my cancer story. Today, I'm here to help you watch out for and properly address the symptoms of prediabetes, so you can do all you can to avoid becoming pre-diabetic. Or if you already have diabetes, what you must do to prevent experiencing life-threatening complications, like blindness, kidney failure, a premature heart attack, or amputations. You see, having a hard-to-control blood sugar doesn't have to control you or your life. My patients report higher sustained energy all day long, without problems caused by erratic blood sugar highs and lows. They took back control of their lives from diabetes, and now you can too. That's why I'm here talking to you right now. I'm going to give you exactly what you need to help your body's beta cells more effectively and consistently manage your blood sugar, so you can start feeling better faster. I'll tell you how to protect yourself from the serious health complications that can hit you 10, 20, or even 30 years from now. This amazing nutritional breakthrough is being completely ignored by the mainstream medical community and by the just-for-profit blood sugar supplement makers. I'm here to tell you what I recommend now. But first, I have to warn you. Serious health consequences will occur if you're pre-diabetic or you have diabetes and you don't deal with this beta cell nutrition problem right now. In this special report, I'm going to tell you about 3 toxic foods you might be eating right now. These 3 toxic foods your doctor recommends could be giving you a false sense of security regarding your current diabetes treatment plan. I'll even show you how you can avoid being ripped off by the popular and extremely risky supplement trends. Supplements with impure ingredients that are actually toxic to your body. So if you're one of the millions of people who suffer from dangerously high blood sugar levels and are living with the fear of experiencing life-changing diabetic complications, I urge you to keep watching this video all the way to the end to discover the truth the mainstream medical community does not want you to know. Serious health consequences can occur if you don't deal with this issue right now. So as you know, I'm Dr. Mark Weiss. I've been the primary care physician to tens of thousands of patients in my medical career for over the last 25 years. I've achieved the featured physician designation as one of the 50 most positive doctors in America in 1996 and 1999. I attended the University of Kansas School of Medicine, Doctor of Medicine from 1987 to 1991. I received my board certification from the American Board of Ambulatory Medicine in 2002, and my AMA Physician Recognition Continuing Medical Education Awards 1992 to 2012. You see, I've collected considerable experience in a number of healthcare institutions. I've been the medical director at Family Healthcare Health Department in Scottsville, Kentucky. My medical career has allowed me to be the primary care lead physician for the Respect Mill program in the U.S. Army, and as medical physician at the Henry M. Jackson Foundation for the Advancement in Military Medicine. I loved working with patients at the Consolidated Troop Medical Clinic in Fort Riley, Kansas, and later at the Wounded Warrior Clinic in Fort Knox, Kentucky. My international medical experiences include clinical work as an international medical missionary in Mexico and Jamaica. I've been thrilled to be an assistant scoutmaster for Boy Scouts of America. I've also published in 27 articles and book chapters with several best-selling books, including My Hormones: A Simple Guide to Better and Longer Living. In my book, I reveal a shocking new truth about why many of us feel poorly, age quicker than we should, and die before our time. This is because our hormones are out of balance due to poor cellular nutrition. In the book, I provide treatment protocols for restoring hormone balance that are simple, safe, and effective. Now let's talk about what I can do for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you the same advice I give my patients that allows them to stay healthy by easily managing their blood sugar level at any age. I'm going to reveal 3 common low-carb foods most people with diabetes think are healthy, and why eating them could make your risk of experiencing diabetic complications much higher. I'm also going to reveal 2 of the most risky supplement trends, and how buying and taking a low-quality blood sugar stabilizing supplement could be doing you more harm than good. I'll tell you why I stopped recommending that my patients mix and match different bottles of supplements, and the biggest reason why I stopped giving that advice. But before I do that, let me tell you a story about a nice little old lady who changed everything for me. I'll call her Little Martha. It was 2013 and I was working at Senseo Health as a home visit consultant physician. Little Martha was in her late 50s. She looked just like any tiny 5-foot grandmother would. As Martha followed me into the exam room, she walked very slowly. I noticed she looked very tired, like she had aged way beyond the age of 57 that I read on her medical chart. I was amazed at how much insulin she was taking. Her fasting blood glucose readings were high and had steadily climbed over the past few years. Something was seriously wrong here. As I looked through her exams, lab results, and medical dosages, I noticed a very disturbing trend. Her insulin medication recommendation had doubled, and then it had tripled in a relatively short period of time. Martha was in serious trouble. Her blood glucose was out of control. She had been prescribed a high blood pressure medication about 2 years ago. Just last year, her doctor had prescribed a cholesterol-lowering medication on account of her abnormal LDL cholesterol results. These 2 prescription drugs were in addition to the insulin she was injecting every day. When I asked Martha how she was feeling now, Martha said, "My last doctor wouldn't listen to me. All he did was look at my blood work and tell me to watch what I ate and take more insulin. Then he gave me a slip for another expensive prescription for my cholesterol. That's not what I want. I've been experiencing more problems with higher blood sugar readings no matter what I eat. I know my problems with feeling tired and the numbness in my hands and feet is worse. Now my vision is getting blurry and this bothers me when I want to read or drive. Dr. Weiss, I just want to feel better and see well. So what's really wrong with me? What can you do for me so I don't feel so overtired and sick?" That's when Martha admitted to me that at her last exam, her previous doctor thought the reason her blood glucose was significantly higher was because she had been cheating on her low-carb diet. That's when she got fed up and asked for a referral to me. As I quietly listened to her story, my heart went out to her, as Martha had gotten tears in her eyes. I knew Martha felt afraid. She knew her blood sugar was out of her control. I remember her saying she almost never cheated on her low-carb diet. Then Martha said, "I want to show you something." She opened her big handbag. She showed me several different bottles of supplements, vitamins, and minerals to help manage her blood sugar. Martha gave me the literature for the blood glucose pill she had been taking. She asked what I thought of it. As I read the literature, I noticed the supplement aided in reducing the inflammation in pancreatic beta cells, and this helped to improve problems with insulin resistance. Martha said, "Dr. Weiss, I've been able to cut my insulin down to about half when I take all these supplements. But buying all these supplements on a fixed income is hard for me to do. Is there anything better you can recommend that would save me some money?" I was a bit troubled that she was taking so many pills. Martha was throwing a cocktail of blood sugar stabilizing supplements into a mix of insulin injections and 2 prescription medications for cholesterol and high blood pressure. I noticed several of the supplements were full of fillers. They had very low potency and weren't doing much for her at all, except for costing her a lot of money. So I took Martha's hand and kindly said, "Martha, I know you're doing everything you can with a low-carb diet and you're walking every day. I'm happy you're open to taking supplements, vitamins, and minerals to help keep your blood glucose in check. These supplements may be doing some good, but they are filled with fillers and cheaper ingredients than I would recommend. Martha, I have a much easier way for you to effectively control your blood sugar. I'm concerned about you experiencing pill mixture side effects taking this many pills with your prescription medications and insulin. I know you can feel better at a much lower cost, so here is what I'd like you to do." I outlined a few small changes for Martha, including my all-in-one blood glucose stabilizer that is custom formulated for beta cells. It delivers exactly what her ailing pancreas needs to get rid of built-up toxins, aid in rebuilding dysfunctional beta cells, and improving insulin sensitivity. It contains the perfect blend of 10 fruit and flower extracts and 10 essential vitamin and mineral support to properly nourish the beta cells inside her pancreas. The nutrients would allow the beta cells to repair themselves so they could start producing more insulin and be more sensitive to insulin changes in the bloodstream, like they were meant to be. On her next appointment with me, Martha lost 10 pounds. After her exam and new blood test, I smiled at her improved A1C test results. I complimented Martha on her improvements. Martha smiled and said, "I'm feeling so much better now thanks to you. My fatigue is gone and I'm getting up feeling much more energetic now. My daughter let the grandkids stay overnight since I've been feeling so much better. Dr. Weiss, I can't thank you enough for giving me my life back." Then Martha hugged me. I felt good because there was a new sparkle back in Martha's eyes. Martha had been able to keep her blood sugar in the high 90s and sometimes even down to the mid-80s. The change in her was astonishing, and all she did was stop taking a bag of low-quality supplements and simply added my all-in-one blood sugar stabilizing supplement. This one thing helped her more effectively manage her blood sugar with less insulin, and it saved her some money too. Martha's blood pressure had dropped to near normal, allowing her to stop taking her high blood pressure meds too. She had finally found a doctor who listened to what she had to say. And I gave her what she wanted and needed, and I can do the same for you too. Now I'd like to tell you another story about a new patient of mine, Big Jim. Big Jim is a big husky guy, about 6 feet tall. He works as a heavy-duty diesel truck mechanic and is an avid fisherman. Jim seemed to be in good health, but he had problems with numbness in his feet and hands that he never told his doctor about. I mean, Jim's a big, tough guy, and he wasn't going to complain about a little numbness, right? What Big Jim didn't know is that his numbness and tingling were symptoms of prediabetes. Jim had these symptoms for years, so he didn't know it was serious until it was almost too late. When Jim came to me for his exam, he said, "I've been in an auto accident because of the numbness in my hands and feet. I wasn't seriously injured, but the ER doctor took a blood test. That's when he found out I had extremely high blood glucose levels. After the ER doctor told me I'd given myself insulin injections to manage my blood sugar, it hit me so hard I broke down. I couldn't stop myself from crying right there in the ER. Dr. Weiss, I'm not sure I can use a needle to inject insulin. Is there anything you can do for me?" So I told Big Jim this: Jim, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Diabetes is a serious condition. It can become life-threatening if you ignore it. I can show you how to properly manage your blood sugar, but you have to follow my recommendations. And the biggest one is that you can't cheat. Jim listened as I told him how I was having remarkable results from my all-in-one blood glucose stabilizer. Along with a low-carb diet and moderate exercise, Jim said he was willing to give it a try. After a few weeks of following my recommendations and eating a low-carb diet with moderate exercise, plus taking my all-in-one glucose stabilizing supplement, Jim was feeling better. Now Jim's condition has improved dramatically, and it's all because he knows what to do if his blood sugar is a little high or a little low. He understood how to properly manage his blood glucose levels by following my simple recommendations. In time, I helped him manage his diabetes without insulin injections too. Jim has his life back under his control. My job as a licensed medical physician is simple: telling you how seemingly innocent symptoms of prediabetes, just like Big Jim's, could be causing damage inside your body right now, as I'm here speaking to you. Telling you how you don't have to submit to a doctor who doesn't listen to what you want and need either, because you don't have to take that, not anymore. My experience as a primary care physician for the past 25 years backs up everything I am sharing with you today. So why did I tell you all about Martha and Big Jim's stories? Well, it's because now you can see why I have more insight than many medical practitioners do into what really causes beta cell destruction and is a primary cause for blood glucose spikes. It's all about beta cell destruction and insulin resistance. It all starts with improper beta cell nutrition and the overabundance of glucose in the bloodstream. If your beta cells are malformed, like the image you saw in the beginning of this presentation, that means your beta cells can't produce enough insulin to do their job properly. When this happens, the glucose levels in the blood can skyrocket without much warning. If your beta cells are starving, then they can become insulin resistant. This lands a double whammy to your blood sugar levels, and your energy levels plummet. So it's no wonder you feel so sick and tired, no matter how much sleep you get. In fact, the more research I did, the more I realized just how nutrient deficient the beta cells of my diabetic patients were, especially those over 50. That's what drove me to create my own all-in-one blood sugar stabilizing supplement. In the beginning, I'll admit my early patients left with a long list of supplements to take, and soon they were reporting incredible reductions in fasting blood glucose levels. That's when I knew I was onto something big. My patients would come in and say things like, "I've got my energy back," or "I can't believe how much easier it is to control my blood sugar readings." That's when I knew my unique combination of 20 unique ingredients really worked. I'd found the right combination. These vitamins and minerals, when delivered at the proper potencies, helped to fix beta cell damage caused by chronically high blood sugar levels. My patients were thrilled with their lower blood sugar readings, because now they, like you, will never have to buy bottles and bottles of supplements, or mix and match bottles of supplements, vitamins, and minerals ever again. The research I completed on Little Martha's supplements, vitamins, and minerals showed me what you should be putting into your beta cells to help your beta cells restore their own good health. My formula gives your beta cells the exact nutrients they require to properly repair and increase their insulin sensitivity. You get back the normal insulin-regulating function your beta cells used to have. Most of us are happy to give up donuts if it means we can also give up worrying about amputations or blindness. And yet, as time goes on, you're likely to find yourself dreaming about eating cake or muffins or French fries you've denied yourself. You may feel depressed about just how much food you love you can no longer eat. Now, I'll be the first person to tell you that while that approach may work for people with a will of iron, a love of self-denial, most of us don't feel that way. Fortunately, people with diabetes don't have to suffer with a monk-like super slow-carb diet to get their blood sugar back under control. I'll show you how to be able to eat some of your favorite foods to keep yourself from feeling deprived without derailing your diet or ruining your health. But first, I'd like to clear up the misinformation about low-carb, gluten-free foods packed with hidden sugar, harmful carb blockers that are giving you false blood sugar readings. Number 1, gluten-free. Supermarkets, bakeries, and restaurants are now filled with a huge range of gluten-free foods. These mislabeled as healthy foods are actually as high, if not higher, in carbohydrates than the foods they are replacing. The number one blood sugar landmine is gluten-free carbs. They'll raise your blood pressure just as high as any other carbs and do the same amount of damage to your body's beta cells. Number 2, carb blockers. Natural carb blockers contain a bean extract that the makers claim can keep carbs from being digested. If any supplement does block the digestion of starch or sugar, you will notice an increase in intestinal gas, as undigested starches are fermented by gut bacteria. The number 2 blood sugar landmine is, if any carb blocker seems to work, be sure to test your blood sugar 3 to 4 hours after eating, as the carb blocker may only be slowing your digestion. Number 3, sugar-free foods. Most people think that sugar-free foods won't contain sucrose or table sugar. But these foods are full of carbohydrates. Sugar-free brownies, cookies, and ice cream are full of chemicals deceptively called sugar alcohols, not the alcohol a person drinks. These sugar alcohols are lab-created carbohydrates and may or may not break down into glucose inside your body. If you don't have the right enzymes in your gut to digest them, you can experience horrible gas and diarrhea. And if you don't end up running to the bathroom then, eating them will raise your blood sugar. The number 3 blood sugar landmine is, you won't see the blood sugar spike when you test yourself 1 to 2 hours later. If the food contains maltitol, at least half of it will digest into glucose in 3 hours. These are the 3 foods you must avoid eating at all cost: gluten-free foods, carb blockers, and sugar-free foods. This brings me to the 2 seriously risky trends for buying supplements for blood sugar control. Risky supplement trend number 1, cheap blood sugar stabilizing supplements. Here's why this is a bad idea. It's because many of these supplements flunk out when tested and don't meet their label's minimal potency and quality. Certified laboratory tests often show over-the-counter supplements are missing critical vitamins and minerals they claim to have on their label, or the supplement is full of contaminants, even lead. And these heavy metals can be hard on your liver, immune system, and vital organs. Or the supplement won't dissolve well due to greedy manufacturing cost-cutting practices. So your body is unable to absorb enough of the ingredients to do any good. It's because the cheap fillers and binders just clog up your liver as toxic waste and will just end up in the toilet. If your blood sugar supplements aren't digested, then they won't do you any good and will just end up in the toilet. This is why I advise my patients to avoid this type of cheap supplementation completely. Risky supplement trend number 2, mixing and matching supplement ingredients. This is another bad mistake that could do your health more harm than good. What most people don't know is that this mixing your supplements cocktail method can actually cause the ingredients to work against each other. Cheap fillers inside the capsules can give you side effects like rashes, digestive upset, diarrhea, and even constipation. Supplement manufacturers already know about the advanced nutrients they should be adding to their supplement formulas, but you won't see them adding them anytime soon. It's because potent extracts require special harvesting methods to preserve their potency and freshness. That means the cost of producing a bottle of a high-potency supplement can easily be double or even triple the cost. And that's not all. I want you to know most medical doctors don't study nutrients for diabetes in medical school. So don't expect that they'll know anything about what I'm sharing with you here. You need the right information about the proper amounts of the most advanced nutrients your beta cells need, so you can get the blood sugar stabilizing results you desire. That's not even the worst of it. It's a fact that many blood sugar supplement makers are ignoring the very breakthroughs in beta cell nutrition. But I won't shortchange you. This is important. If your healthcare involves taking a supplement cocktail, for your health's sake, please listen to the warnings you've just heard. You have the ability to fix your beta cells, and I'm here to show you how. Please continue watching to find out how you can get your own supply of my all-in-one blood sugar stabilizer. I want to be sure that you can follow the simple steps that I recommend. And when you do, you'll have the power in your own hands to effectively managing your blood sugar. And then you'll be feeling more in control of your life. Next, I'm going to review what we've covered so far. I've shown you why you need to be careful with avoiding gluten-free, sugar-free, and carb blockers. I've revealed the 2 risky supplement trends: cheap supplements with ineffective ingredients and mixing your own supplement cocktail method. You need to know that being under constant stress and worrying about your blood sugar causes your body to release a fight or flight hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is what gives your muscles that burst of energy when you are afraid and have a bad scare. Excess cortisol raises your blood sugar. It prevents your pancreas from making enough insulin. But what's even worse is high cortisol levels increase your appetite. So you eat more, and that means it's even tougher to stay on a low-carb diet. So if you don't do something to fix your blood sugar, this is what happens. Excess stress and high cortisol makes you gain even more weight, even if you try to eat less. If you think this excess stress you've been experiencing isn't contributing to your problems with your blood sugar management, I want you to listen to this. When there's too much glucose in your bloodstream with nowhere to go, this overabundance of glucose eventually winds up not only raising your blood sugar too high, it's destroying your vision, damaging your kidneys, and disrupting your nervous system. If you add high cholesterol levels or high blood pressure to the mix, then you've got the spark that triggers heart disease and stroke and can lead to cancer. In fact, chronically high blood sugar levels can signal your pancreas to continue flooding your body with insulin, because your pancreas is thinking you don't have an adequate supply. This causes your overworked beta cells to work even harder, making them less sensitive and resistant to insulin. Studies have shown that a problem with insulin resistance can trigger an increased excretion of certain nutrients from your body into your urine. This is a serious issue when your beta cells are already starving for vital nutrients. Now, I want you to know it's never too late to undo the past. It still amazes me that whenever I see a new patient, no matter their age or health condition, say, "I wish I could erase my health problems and make a fresh start." What's even more remarkable is the thousands of patients who have said similar things to me, then experience a major turnaround in their health once they followed my advice. Those very same patients who came to me feeling their worst have turned their health around. That's what my all-in-one blood sugar stabilizer was designed to do, and it can do it for you too. Now you're probably wondering, how did I formulate the perfect blend for my blood sugar stabilizing supplement? Well, it all goes back to little Martha, with her big handbag filled with her supplements, vitamins, and minerals. When I did the research, I was amazed to discover the unique ingredients were really what was making the huge difference in her blood glucose levels. Martha's supplements were incredibly rich in bioflavonoids, immune boosters, polyphenols, and antioxidants. In fact, these super potent ingredients, I'd found in just a few of them, are what had worked to cut her insulin needs by 50%. I discovered this particular combination of nourishing ingredients turned out to be an incredibly effective way to maintain near normal blood sugar and hemoglobin A1C levels as well. Remember Big Jim? In time, my all-in-one supplement was the right thing Big Jim needed to effectively manage his diabetes, without resorting to a lifetime of painful insulin injections and expensive doctor's visits. My all-in-one blood sugar stabilizer works so well because it finds the hidden weakness of diabetes and takes full advantage of it. You can trust that I've rigorously researched, tested, and combined all 20 super high-potency fruit, flower, and bark extracts in therapeutic amounts to my all-in-one blood sugar stabilizer. You'll be amazed at how potent and effective this formula is, and how shockingly cheap. Imagine no more pricking your finger, or lightheaded feeling from low blood sugar, or stomach pain from too high blood sugar. Not anymore. You can take the right steps to prevent, repair, and heal your beta cells right now, and avoid all these complications completely. In fact, my supplement works no matter how long you've had diabetes, even if you've had it for decades. Imagine your life finally free from diabetes. But there's a catch. You must know the special nutritional requirements your beta cells need, and the right forms to take and the proper potencies. Get the wrong one or too low of potency or purity, and you're just wasting your money. Here's the special ingredients I put into my supplement. First, there's 50 milligrams of cinnamon bark powder, as cinnamomum cassia, which studies have shown is a potent blood sugar regulator. Cinnamon contains an active ingredient called methyl hydroxychalcone polymer, or MHCP, which is a potent antioxidant and improves insulin sensitivity. A study team led by Dr. Richard Anderson isolated MHCP, and they noted that MHCP does mimic insulin, and that in most instances, MHCP can work alone without the presence of insulin. Next, there's vanadium and chromium for additional glucose support. Vanadium, vanadyl sulfate, is a unique trace mineral that promotes insulin sensitivity in beta cells by helping to transport insulin to the beta cells. So I've added 200 micrograms per capsule of the right kind of vanadium to ensure proper absorption because it works. In a clinical study, patients who received 100 micrograms of vanadium, vanadyl sulfate, for 3 weeks experienced greater insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake, with a 15% decrease in fasting glucose and hemoglobin A1C levels. Other supplements may give you 1 or 15 milligrams. But with my blood sugar stabilizer, you're getting 200 micrograms, double the full research dose. When your cells are resistant to insulin, they're not unlocking to allow glucose to get in. Adding chromium increases the number of cell receptors, or entry points for insulin on each of your cells, thus reducing insulin resistance. Chromium allows for better transport of nutrients into beta cells for energy and helps promote healthy blood sugar levels. In a double-blind clinical trial, participants given 220 micrograms of chromium daily for 90 days experienced a significant reduction in insulin resistance. Chromium is the nutrient most people who have diabetes are deficient in. That's why I've given you 67 micrograms of chromium in every capsule of my blood sugar stabilizer to ensure you get the full therapeutic dose you need. I've added banaba leaf, 1% extract, Lagerstromia speosia, to round out the glucose support. It's a specialized extract of the banaba leaf that works to activate the glucose transporters on the surface of your cells. This allows more glucose and works in perfect harmony with chromium. Then there's Gymnema sylvestre. It's vital for slowing the release of blood sugar from your digestive tract to your bloodstream. Gymnema sylvestre may assist in keeping blood sugar levels in the normal range. And so I've added the maximum dose is 50 milligrams of Gymnema sylvestre leaf powder. Now, the best supplement I would ever recommend for promoting nerve health, alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA. It makes a potent combo with another amino acid called L-taurine. Alpha-lipoic acid is really a vitamin-like universal antioxidant because it's both fat and water-soluble. And this allows ALA to enter all parts of the beta cells to neutralize harmful free radicals. ALA combined with L-taurine can increase blood flow to protect your precious neurovascular system. It also helps circulation and blood vessel health. That's why I've added 30 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid and 25 milligrams of L-taurine in a concentrated form to nourish and promote nerve health. I've had incredible success by adding a proprietary blend of bitter melon in a 4-to-1 fruit extract at 50 milligrams and goggle in a 10% extract with cayenne pepper powder at 10 milligrams. This triple extract blend is especially effective in reducing inflammation inside beta cells. Next, I've discovered 3 bioavailable herbal ingredients that are packed with anti-inflammatory actions and work to dramatically increase the beta cell's natural antioxidant defenses. The potent combo of juniper berry powder extract, white mulberry leaf powder, and yarrow flowers powder at a dose of 25 milligrams each may assist with the unique ability of damaged beta cells to self-repair. This unique 3-part combo stimulates the production of new beta cells and curbs problems with excess glucose residues. Now I'd like to tell you about licorice root extract. It's an anti-inflammatory herb and increases the action of other herbs and extracts, and detoxifier when used in combination with other ingredients. Licorice root extract is immune-stimulating, boosts interferon production, and enhances antibody formation to help inhibit growth of undesirable microorganisms. You get 50 milligrams of this potent extract in every dose of my blood sugar stabilizer. Finally, I've added pancreas-protecting vitamins and minerals to ward off the dangers of prescription diabetes drugs that flush essential vitamins and minerals out of the body. Did you know that 70% of adults have low magnesium levels? In fact, a mere 25% of adults in the U.S. even consume the recommended daily allowance RDA of 400 milligrams daily. So you can understand why I'm so concerned about you having a magnesium deficiency. So why doesn't a magnesium deficiency show up on a serum blood test? It's because 99.7% of total body magnesium is found in your bones, muscles, and tissues, while you only measure 0.3% in a blood serum test. That means most blood serum tests have little correlation with your magnesium levels in your pancreas and beta cells. A magnesium deficiency can appear with symptoms of numbness, tingling, muscle contractions, and cramps, seizures, personality changes, abnormal heart rhythms, and coronary spasms. Magnesium plays a vital part in more than 300 metabolic processes, including insulin action, glucose regulation, energy production, and more. This is a pretty amazing mineral, and one you don't want to be caught short. Here is what the American Diabetes Association released in a 2013 study. Results show that higher magnesium intake reduces the risk of impaired glucose and insulin metabolism. Researchers also concluded that magnesium intake may be particularly beneficial in offsetting risk of developing diabetes among those at high risk. And that's why I've ensured you get a potent dose of 125 milligrams of magnesium as magnesium oxide in every capsule. Zinc deficiency is common in diabetes patients and can cause diminished production of the hormone leptin, which prevents people from overeating and gaining weight. Low zinc can cause impaired functioning of the thyroid gland. You get the purest bioavailable form of zinc as zinc oxide at 7.5 milligrams per dose. My vitamin and mineral supplementation features the most bioavailable ingredients that come from whole food extracts and natural sources because they are bioidentical to what the body utilizes. These vitamins and minerals do not contain any synthetic or fractionated vitamins and are not synthesized from a chemistry lab, so you are ensured to be delivered the top potency and purity. One study suggested that biotin, in addition to other micronutrients, help treat peripheral neuropathy, the nerve pain in the extremities that can result from kidney failure or diabetes. Biotin supplementation is 300 micrograms per dose is added to ensure you get the proper amount to protect your precious nerves. Manganese, as amino acid chelate, dose at 1 milligram, assists in producing pancreatic enzymes the body needs, and to ensure the pancreas is able to function efficiently and improve blood sugar regulation. Vitamin C, as ascorbic acid, is required for good health and aids in blood sugar normalization, and is provided at a standardized dose of 50 milligrams. Vitamin E at 15 IU per dose, and it has been shown to reduce the destructive effects of high blood sugars or glycosylation of proteins and lowers insulin resistance. The full standardized doses of all 20 vital bioavailable fruit, flower, and bark extracts with essential vitamin and mineral support are critical for the effectiveness of my blood sugar stabilizing formula. So don't be fooled by formulas that fall short of the recommended doses for a lower price. Remember, you need to protect yourself when you take any prescription medication for diabetes, especially if you take a prescription diabetes drug which steals nutrients from your body's cells. It's vital you restore those lost nutrients because studies show that low levels of chromium, manganese, zinc, or any of these vital vitamins and minerals often resulted in the development of diabetes. Remember, if your body runs out of chromium or magnesium, you're asking for diabetes, heart, and liver trouble. That's why you need the most potent, pure, and active forms of all 20 of these vital ingredients. I've custom formulated for you packed inside my clinically proven blood sugar stabilizer supplement. With it, you get complete glucose and critical neurovascular support that is proven to work and supports healthy nerves, blood vessels, enhances circulation of hands and feet, supports nerve transmission signals, and provides superior antioxidant protection. Once you try it to manage your blood sugar levels, you'll know the incredible feeling of comfort and protection with your first bottle of blood sugar stabilizer. When you opt for buying a condensed formula, just one small capsule a day is a much smarter decision to make and much easier to take. The herbs, vitamins, and minerals in my blood sugar stabilizer have been found to be synergetic, meaning they'll work well together, and you may be able to regulate your blood sugar with less insulin. It's also possible that in time and with continued use, you may even be able to maintain your blood sugar with just my blood sugar stabilizer and a healthy low-carb diet with proper exercise. But please take note of the following health warning. If you're already taking insulin or a patent medication for diabetes and you want to try my blood sugar stabilizer, it's important to use caution and work with your physician while you safely taper down the amounts of the medication you're using. This potent and pure combination of 20 powerful blood sugar stabilizing ingredients has already helped thousands of people, and now it's available to you. Right now, I'd love to invite you to try my blood sugar stabilizer for yourself. Let me tell you how you can get it. Now, if you were to try the mixing your own supplement cocktail method and purchase all the ingredients separately, it would cost you up to $300 a month or more. If you added all the correct ingredients at the proper potencies and purities, if you could even find them, it would cost you a big wad of money. The fact is, this is a hard-to-get formula with its 20 unique fruit, flower, and bark extracts, potent vitamins, and mineral complex. My certified laboratory can only make small batches due to my rigorous quality control requirements. So that means the supply is limited and we can go out of stock at any time. But since you've watched this presentation this far, as my personal thank you for doing so, I'd like to offer you a special new customer discount. I know you need to get my blood sugar stabilizer. That's why I want to get a supply in your hands as soon as possible. So as long as my supply lasts, then I'm offering just to those who have watched this presentation to try my blood sugar stabilizer at the new discounted price. You get instant savings too, but only until this presentation is up and only for the next 24 hours. You'll be grandfathered in on this discounted price on all future orders too, even if our price goes up. You'll want to act fast and click the button below quickly, because your new customer first bottle discount is only available during this presentation. When this video ends, the discount will disappear, so act quickly. My customers tell me that my blood sugar stabilizer is the only thing that works for them to help them reduce their dependence on prescription medications. It works to help them more consistently manage their blood glucose levels. You can rest easy because my blood sugar stabilizer is vacuum packed to ensure freshness. So it's smart to stock up now and get the best price. So it's time to get your supply of my blood sugar stabilizer delivered conveniently right to your door. You want to click the next step button below right now and see if we still have supply in stock. If you see a sold out banner, then I'm sorry, but you waited too long and we've sold out. Order now before this batch is sold out. Be sure to claim your new customer discount too. You can trust my blood sugar stabilizer is made in the USA in a CGMP certified facility. We use medical grade FDA inspected equipment to deliver a potent and pure medical grade formula to ensure your complete safety and satisfaction. You can feel confident to order now because your order of my blood sugar stabilizer is third-party verified. This means each batch is tested by an independent third party to ensure the proper potency and purity. Imagine enjoying looking at your blood glucose meter and seeing more normal blood sugar results. You are using less insulin and feeling less stress about your blood glucose readings. Imagine feeling more like your normal self again. You can start eating more of those foods you love too. You can enjoy being in control of your diabetes instead of it controlling everything you do. That's what you really want, and that's what my blood sugar stabilizer will deliver to you. I love hearing my patients call me or send me emails telling me how much they reduce their glucose levels with my blood sugar stabilizer. That's when I know that all the work and effort I put in my blood sugar stabilizer was 100% worth it. I'm confident that my blood sugar stabilizer will work for you just as it has for thousands of my patients. I believe in my supplement so much that I'd like to make a special deal with you. Just try my blood sugar stabilizer. Use it for 60 days. And if it hasn't delivered on everything that I've promised, even if you've used up your entire supply, you can still ask for every penny you paid back. That's how I know it will work for you. Haven't you waited long enough? And today, I'm inviting you to try my blood sugar stabilizer without any risk to you at all. When you do, I'll cover the shipping costs just as my way of saying thank you just for trying it. Your happiness with my blood sugar stabilizer is fully guaranteed. If at any time you're not completely delighted, just say so and you'll get every penny back, no questions asked. If you don't see a difference in your blood sugar readings in as little as 7 days, we'll refund you every penny of your investment, no questions asked and no hard feelings. You won't even have to send back the bottle. With my blood sugar stabilizer, you can look forward to going back to the way things used to be, to a time when you felt healthier and full of energy. In just a few days, you will feel the difference and have more energy and stamina all day long. Here's what you need to do right now. Just click the button and select a package that's just right for you. Fill in your name and address so we know where to ship your bottles of my blood sugar stabilizer. Your order will be shipped within 24 hours of your order. This is the only time you will see this new customer discount, so please take advantage of it now. Remember, you get an instant savings on your first bottle, and you'll save even more on a multiple bottle order. Just click the button at the bottom of this page to get started now. But before you go, I have another surprise for you. If you've been wishing you could get off your diabetes meds, I've heard you. Please don't change your treatment regimen without talking to your doctor. But after 4 weeks taking my advice and my blood sugar stabilizer, we think your doctor will be delighted with the progress you've made. Maybe your doctor won't be able to change your medications right away, but even after 2 weeks of taking my blood sugar stabilizer daily, you'll notice significant improvements in your energy level, your weight, and your blood sugar control. Before long, you may be hearing your doctor saying, "Let's start to taper off those meds." You can be in charge and in control of your blood sugar again. Please click the Next Step button below and get started managing your blood sugar levels with a lot less hassle and cut your medical prescription and doctor visit expenses. Just try my blood sugar stabilizer right now. Get your instant savings off the regular price and get the peace of mind you need. Try it for 60 days on me. If you're not 100% satisfied for any reason whatsoever, you'll get a full refund of your money. I'm sure you'll be thrilled at what my blood sugar stabilizer does for you. I'm certain my blood sugar stabilizer can help you more easily control your blood sugar. I know you'd love eating some of those delicious foods you love too. Look below this presentation right now and click on the discount button you see that says Next Step. Only then are you locked in for the new customer lifetime discount. I hope to hear your success story soon. To your health, I'm Dr. Mark Weiss. Still here? That's fine. This presentation covered so much information that you might have some questions. So I'll just take a moment to answer a few questions that are usually asked by clients before buying. Number 1, how safe is blood sugar stabilizer to take? My blood sugar stabilizer is an all-natural formulation of ingredients that are completely safe to use when taken as directed. There is nothing artificial, synthetic, or man-made, so there are no side effects. We proudly source the purest ingredients to ensure your complete satisfaction. Number 2, how much will 1 capsule of blood sugar stabilizer lower my blood sugar? Everyone is different and has different health challenges when it comes to managing their blood sugar levels. You will notice a difference in your ability to effectively manage your blood sugar over time and with continued use. Some people may be able to reduce or even eliminate their prescription blood sugar lowering medication, but please follow your doctor's recommendations. Number 3, if I take a blood sugar lowering drug, will this help me? My blood sugar stabilizer will help your beta cells repair themselves, and this, in time, is how you lower your blood sugar. Due to having healthier beta cells with increased insulin sensitivity that can more easily regulate your body's insulin levels in a more natural way. Number 4, what if it doesn't work for me? Is there a guarantee? My blood sugar stabilizer is guaranteed for 60 days or your money back. We take your health seriously, and we've done all we can to ensure your complete satisfaction. In the unlikely event that you don't experience an improvement in your blood sugar levels after taking it, we do offer a full 60-day money-back guarantee with no questions asked. Number 5, how should I take this blood sugar stabilizer supplement? We recommend you take 1 capsule twice a day. The capsules are small and easy to swallow. For best results, take 20 to 30 minutes before a meal with an 8-ounce glass of water, or as directed by your doctor. Now look below this presentation right now, then click on the discounted order button that says Next Step. Only then are you locked into the lifetime preferred discount pricing on every bottle you order. So click below, fill in your payment details, and submit your order. We can't wait to hear your success story soon.